My audience of 3. Alright. So my name is Tony Lee, and I'm here to talk to you guys about how to become your own avatar. My girlfriend and I, we recently finished watching Avatar, and it was a great show. And no, I'm not talking about the blue-skinned aliens created by James Cameron. And no, I am not talking about mastering the 4 elements to bend at will. But something I am talking about comes from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And it talks about how to unlock the 7 different chakra points in your body. So at the end of season 2, Aang meets Guru Pathik. And Guru Pathik is a super spiritual guy who tells Aang that he could help him unlock and control the avatar state. So before we go into talking about the different chakra points, what is the avatar state? The avatar state is when Aang, the avatar, gains the abilities of all the previous avatars before him and gains a numerous power and is virtually unstoppable when faced with adversity. But the different chakra points mentioned by Guru Pathik are earth, water, fire, air, or heart in Hinduistic belief, sound, light, and thought, or cosmic. So before we go into each individual point, we need to talk about why these things are important for us to know and how they relate to us in real life. So, Avatar: The Last Airbender is influenced a lot by Asian cultures. Especially the 4 elements are taken from different martial arts styles shown in the show. And I think more importantly than that is the spiritual aspect of the show. The show is heavily influenced by Hinduism and Buddhism. And the core essential message of Hinduism and Buddhism, to the best of my knowledge, is that they teach you how to become a better person. Not only to yourself, but also to the people around you in the world. So, the first chakra point that Guru Pathik teaches Aang is the Earth chakra point. And the Earth chakra point deals with survival, but is blocked by fear. So the question we need to ask ourselves is, what do we fear? I know for us here at BYU Idaho, we fear classes. We fear having to meet new people. We fear having to get new roommates. And there are a number of different fears that block us from unlocking this chakra point. So what do we need to do? We need to learn to let these fears go. And we need to learn to be courageous and be ready for new challenges that come into our lives. The second point is the water chakra, which deals with pleasure, but it is blocked by guilt. Again, we need to ask ourselves, what do we blame ourselves for? Here at BYU Idaho, sometimes we may fail tests, and we put that blame so heavily on ourselves. Sometimes we may say something wrong to someone, and we blame ourselves for it. There's different things in life that we tend to blame ourselves for. We don't want to involve other people. But we need to learn to accept what happened. What happens, it is what it is. But as soon as we can let those blames go, as soon as we can let that guilt go, then we tend to better ourselves. So an important lesson in the water chakra to unlock it is to forgive yourselves. Next, we have the fire chakra, which deals with willpower but is blocked by shame. What are you ashamed of? What holds you back? Right? There's different shames that happen, or there's different things in life that happen that we tend to be ashamed of. Maybe we're ashamed of who we are. Maybe we're ashamed of the kind of body that we have. Again, similar to the water chakra, we need to forgive ourselves. But then going further into that, we need to love and accept ourselves for who we are. Then going one step above that to unlock the fire chakra is to accept others for who they are. Because people do have their own lives, people have their own problems. If we can accept them for who they are, then we will be happier. Next, we have the air chakra, or the heart chakra. And this deals with love and is blocked by grief. So what makes you sad and leaves you grieving? We're far away from home here at BYU Idaho for some of us. And sometimes things can happen back at home that will leave us grieving. Or maybe we deal with depression or stuff like that that cause us to be sad. And grief is a normal part of life. It is normal to grieve for a time, but it becomes unhealthy when we grieve for too long. So we need to acknowledge that sadness and grief is there. But we also need to know that we have support all around us. We have friends and family who love us for who we are and who love us for what we do. And as soon as we realize that, we realize we have a support system that can help us overcome whatever struggle we're grieving over. Next, we have the sound chakra. And that deals with truth, but it is blocked by lies. And a lot of times it's the lies that we tell ourselves. So, what are we lying to ourselves about? What lies hold us back? A lot of times when you meet someone, you'll maybe tell a little white lie to put a face on. Maybe you're going through something that people don't know of because you're lying to them about it, saying, I'm okay. We need to let these lies go. We need to stop lying to ourselves about who we might be and really be truthful. When we're truthful about who we are, then we gain a better understanding of the world around us. The sixth chakra point is the light chakra. And that deals with insight, but it is blocked by illusion. What illusions block us from the truth? There's a lot of talks nowadays about racism and how it's more prominent than ever. And that is true. There is a lot of racism that happens. Something that Guru Pathik teaches Aang in this show is how the illusion of separation is the strongest illusion. So what does that mean? So in this show, there are 4 different elements. There's water, air, earth, and fire. So consequently, there's 4 different nations. Something Aang realizes is that yes, there are 4 different nations in my world, but we are all one people. So relate that to our lives. Yes, we have different cultures. Yes, we have different races and different skin colors. But again, we all bleed the same blood, and we all have one Heavenly Father who loves each and every one of us equally. And finally, there's the thought or cosmic chakra. And that deals with pure cosmic energy, but it is blocked by worldly attachments. So, to me, this sounds like divine help. Right? In our world, what holds us back from receiving divine help? What holds us back from being able to communicate with our Heavenly Father and receiving that help that He is willing to give us? Like Aang wants to be able to control this avatar state. And he wants to receive this divine help to overcome whatever adversity is around him. So, the worldly attachments in our lives today comes from things like social media or technology. If we can learn to let those things go, we will be able to receive that divine help that God has promised us. So in conclusion, these different chakra points help Aang to realize that he's not alone and he has support. And when he knows himself, he becomes the best type of avatar there is. So for us, when we realize we are who we are and we've been made how we've been made, then we become better ourselves and we become nicer and happier people in this world. Thank you.